sweet coffee. Yeah, sweet coffee and a roll. City desk, keep the line open. Go ahead. Hey, Chauncey, what's the hubbub, bub? Calling from the courthouse. All right. Fraud. Okay. Cooking the books. Who's in the soup now? The president? He had... Oh, whoa. You know we can't use language like that. Okay. Well, he's married with a 5-month-old at home. And the woman was a... Holy smokes. The run out of ink on the printing press. He's in the courtroom now? Did you say sleeping? Off and on, like a baby. So he's 3 sheets to the wind. What do you mean, not that kind of wind? If he's drunk, you'd be able to smell it on him. Chauncey, you are pulling my leg. Look. You are trying to tell me that the ex-president of these United States, with a wife and a baby at home, got mixed up with a dame of ill repute, covered it up, and now he's snoozing through his own trial like it's a Sunday picnic and stinking up the place. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Well, what does the bigwig with the robe have to say? Who read him the riot act? For what? Intimidating jurors? Hearing Tuesday about him breaking the gag order. Wait. You know, this tracks with what I heard this morning. That Sly Fox Gazette spent the whole early edition discrediting jurors. I just didn't know what the angle was. Yeah, that place is dirtier than a speakeasy floor. Well, after this, they'll start calling it the Stars and Strippers Gazette. Yeah. Asshole, this is a powder keg. Your name's going to look good on the front page, Chauncey. All right, I'll take care of it. All right. Hey, get this to Mac. Yeah, and don't read it unless you want your stockings to curl up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. I am here literally every single day to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You've been so kind to each other. You have been so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've been... I watch a lot of old movies in my spare time, and I've been watching a lot of, 1930s William Powell and Philo Vance, who was a detective, a bunch of detective stories about Philo Vance, Philo, Philo, like the dough, like the pastry. Anyway, thank you. And yeah, His Girl Friday was awesome. It's a great movie. I've seen it many times. The His Girl Friday is actually a kind of even more screwball, but it's like a screwball retelling of The Front Page, which came out in 1931. It was a very popular stage play before that. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, but so anyway, I've been watching a lot of the things with the detectives and the police and the newspapermen and all of this kind of stuff. And it's just like, you have no idea. If anyone, oh yeah, yes, Lois, Law and Order. That was good. That was good. Oh, to Kitty. If you hear Kitty in the background, that would be the dulcet tones of Alfie giving the somebody closed the door alarm. Just a door that he's outside of. How dare they? Anyway. But no, I was watching these movies and I was just thinking to myself, holy buckets, if any of these newspaper people had gotten hold of the story of what's happening right now, their heads would explode. The editors' heads would explode. I mean, it's just... So, yeah. Anyway, let me get the cards out. And we've got to use the pulp tech today, of course. So, all right. Oh, yeah, singing the songs of his people. All right. Yeah, crazy. Lisa says, I love the 30s and 40s movies. That was fun. Oh, good. All right. Let's jump in because man, oh, day. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat. Holy smokes. Have we got some stuff to read on? And where we're starting is just, really? Okay, 7 minutes, 10 seconds in. There's 7:15. Rolling Stone has reported that Trump's anger during the first week of his New York hush money trial was privately, quote, maxed out even for him, unquote. The source of his anger? The sketch artist being used, he feels, shows him unflatteringly. And the reports of his napping. Oh, gosh. Will this anger leak from private to public next week? Well, really, what it comes down to, I mean, there are people already talking about, can you hear him? Just wondering. There's nothing wrong with him. Just somebody downstairs went inside their bedroom, closed the door. That's it. Oh, boy. So, good. You know, there are just people talking about, you know, he's going to blow. He's going to go kaboom. Thank you, Lord. 3. Okay, 4, 5. All right, Dumpy. All right. He's petty and ridiculous and stupid. He's willfully ignorant. Tamara says it wasn't napping. He was praying and blessing the room with his holy oil. Oh, gross. Joliet says they interviewed the sketch artist on CNN. She said Sniffy was saying awful things about her. She was trying to ignore it as much as she could. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And there was... Wow. And Lisa Arnold says, I heard a psychic say he's napping because they're feeding him sedatives. Yeeps. Well, all I've not got is Ranker. Magician, because he's trying to pull a fast one. He's trying to, Six of Swords, he has to go to court because he's trying to pull a fast one too. Page of Swords, that's a very weak argument. Insult to injury, how dare they hold him accountable? And Trump the man. So other than everything alleged that he did, this is all just been him having to actually sit in court. Apparently it was really, really warm the first day, but it's been cold in there every day since. But this is weak. This is just him being weak. He's holding it together for now. But it does not bode well. Kristen saying, breaking news, U.S. House votes to ban TikTok if it doesn't cut ties to China. Thank you. Thank you. Wayne Rich says, ranker and ranker. That's good. Whew. Oh, we saw Alfie in the background. Good kitty. Yeah, this is weak. He's communicating, but arguments against him, the case against him is strong. And he gave money to the woman, allegedly. Page of Swords. He doesn't have a good excuse. This is just bad for him. He's not going to handle it well. He's not going to come to his senses and be reasonable. It's just... All right, well, Trump is going to Trump. And that's just how it is. All right, Jen Bowles has a very good question, brought up something very good. CC Ryder says Trump's trial is ripping along. Oh, CC Ryder, you are a treasure. Thank you. All right, so at 13 minutes in. Oh, this is big. Bennie Thompson, former lead in the January 6th committee, has introduced a bill to remove 45 Secret Service detail if he is convicted of a crime. Will this pass? I mean, even if it doesn't pass now, who knows? It may pass next year. I mean, on the one hand, you don't want anything to happen to one of our former presidents, but on the other hand, if he's a criminal, certainly if he's an insurrectionist, why should the taxpayer be funding his protection? He's just a guy. We got rid of kings. We told George to go to get lost. Let's put that nicely. To take a powder. So, the dynasty makes him special. Four of Cups. King of Swords, that would be the conviction. Lovers, right? Hey, you know what? If the MAGA people are so enamored with him, they can protect him. Queen of Swords. This does not bode well for him. This is the way it was done. This is us getting sick of this garbage, that could happen. Yeah, you love him so much, you protect him. You give him so much money. Give him money for his security detail. Pay for everything else. Even if this isn't now, we got a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords. That does not bode well for Trump at all. So, are we thinking more now or later? It's feeling increasingly serious. I mean, he's got this case, but there are potentially 3 other criminal trials already with the gears turning. Some slowly, some questionably, but it feels like it gets increasingly bad. And I think once we get to the DC trial about the insurrection, I think that might be a whole different kettle of fish. Evidence just piles up and piles up and piles up. Page of Swords. He doesn't have any good reason. All the awful things he does and continues to do in Judgment. It just feels like if it doesn't happen now, it's just a matter of time, because the cases and his conviction rate, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, even if he somehow managed to squeak through one of his trials without getting charged with a felony, it just builds up and builds up and builds up. So yes, Barbara, exactly. If he does end up in prison, they have correctional guards to watch over him. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Am I breaking up? Robin D is having some snow in Denver, and I'm breaking up in Denver. Is Denver breaking up with me? I thought we were so close. I'm just trying to make a joke. I hope it clears up. I know it can be frustrating. Okay, there's so much more. Oh my gosh. At 1830, holy buckets. Echo in this whisper. Hello. As Dumpy is also facing a civil lawsuit from police officers and members of Congress for January 6th. Lawrence O'Donnell, national treasure, says that this lawsuit might be the one that bankrupts Donald Schaefer Genius Trump. So is the civil case against Trump going to financially flatten him? Heather's asking, is he not going to be bankrupt by E. Jean Carroll? No, I don't think so. But between that and what the bond, or he can't pay for the full 454 million or more that he owes in the Letitia James, Judge and Goron. That, yeah, just it's better and better. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, the plan. They're going to use his own words, his own tweets his own. They're going to dig deep on the plan. Now, question is, has anybody heard, is the civil suit going to go, is it likely to go forward before the DC criminal suit? So that was the plan. Oh, justice is right behind that. So is it a chance that the criminal trial will go first? And let's just assume he's convicted, sake of argument. Then in the civil case, couldn't they take all of this evidence, take it over to civil? Oh, Rose Blue, thank you for putting a comment, but I don't have a chance to go back through. Please just let me know what your comment was. So, Two of Wands, Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords, World. Whew. Ruth says, I don't think he has to be in court for the civil one. No, no, he doesn't have to be in court for the civil one. It's just. Maria Ashley says the DC civil court is still in early discovery. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Maria Ashley. They'll use his own words. Well, there's a lot of legal worry. There's also been a lot of pain. Look, in the center, Four of Pentacles, that is a lack of money. That is a miser desperately clinging to what little he has left. There is a legal decision, like a legal judgment, and you're done. I'd say it does not bode well. So, Mickey says, that darn world card, always powerful. 426, DC judge, Meta, a joint report and discovery about J6 civil suit. Thank you. Thank you, Rose Blue. Thank you. I know there's a lot of talk about what to do about Trump. You know, it seems like a lot, but I wonder if they could get away with taking ye old. Well, hang on. It was hot in here the other day. And so I broke my little fan that used to often sit in the doorway, the one I tripped over. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it is no more. It is no longer with us. But it was hot in here, so I needed a fan. So I went and I grabbed this out of the other room. And you know, I think Trump could use one of these. little air purifier might, like if you plug this in like right around his chair or near his chair, so the fan isn't blowing directly on him, but the air intake is right nearby. And then say, oh, it's stuffy in here. Get a black, you can get, I think you can get this in black, so be a little quieter. Have someone get permission and then quietly go plug it in. Is there a plug anywhere near? I would assume there's a plug near the defense table. We'll plug it in, just stick there. So could you sit there before anybody even gets there, really, you know, other than obviously the security and Trump. Everybody that has to be in that courtroom. I saved up, but it's totally worth it. But I mean, granted, all right, it was, I got it a while ago, though. This thing's like $100. All right. It's not cheap. I had to save up, but I mean, it does wonders for my allergies. It really does. But it could have other uses. Just saying. Just saying. And there. That'll work. Moving on. I do not know Gina's place. I'm so sorry. If I stand here, I get a little fan action. I could turn it up and look like a model, or try to look like a model, with the air blowing. There we go. It's noisy, but there we go. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Lois. Thank you. All right. I feel like I should start singing. I won't, but I feel like I should. So, oh wow, I did not write down the time I started reading on that. Well, stinky. I'll have to 26. So let's just say 21 for now. I'll go back and check. All right. All right, put that back under there. Yes. Sorry. Yes, Wayne Rich. I'll have to watch the replay in slow-mo. Wait, let me cross the room while you're blowing. Slow it down. Replay. Oh, gosh. Yes, Tim, it's a VO5 moment. All right. 27:45. What about Giuliani's 2018 interview with Sean Hannity? This is from Eva Renee. What about Giuliani's 2018 interview with Sean Hannity, where Giuliani admitted the payoff money was funneled through Cohen's law firm with Trump's knowledge? How stupid can you be? Oh, wait. How pickled is your brain? Oh, wait. Will this be part of the trial? Speaking of speaking of stench, Giuliani. Oh yeah, this is a part of it. Oh yeah, card for the reading is Judgment. Behind that's the Hermit and the Emperor. Giuliani, I think you done messed up. Because even Sean Hannity, I remember that, and Sean Hannity was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know that." To quote Hagrid, shouldn't have said that. All right. Justice is the first card. Then we have the Hanged Man. Four of Cups. Well, no, I didn't say what? No. Yeah. This could get him in bigly trouble. Like going up the river, bigly trouble with the Queen of Cups and us. Very, very much enjoying this. Yes, Heather, bigly arcana. Yeah, that is a great justice card. That is the best card in this deck. Anyway. And not just because of what we're reading on. next? Okay, so that was that. And I got a little confused because the next question at 30:30 is, I think this is only going to be 3 cards. At 30:30, will the 2018 interview of Trump literally admitting he made payments to Stormy Daniels be part of the trial? I would think so. I don't think there's going to be much question of that. Lainey Greenwood says, you have to make that tea look good. I'm going to have to brew some. Highly recommend it. Tea is amazing. All right. Yeah, he admitted that the money, that you give the money to the woman. 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups. So you would look like an old-fashioned politician who keeps their nose clean. Mm-hmm. And in fact, you were partying, but also this is us being like, yay, reality. Oh, thank you, Lois, just for the smell of it. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, gosh. All right. Oh, gosh. All right. So 3210. Brett, you had a question. Oh, man. With Judge Cannon denying motions to dismiss indictments on Nauta, the butler, the body man, and DeOlveira, maintenance, on the classified documents case, will Cannon's favoritism of Trump now have a spotlight on it? She usually entertains Donald's motions for a while, but these guys, this went straight to court. They got no special treatment. Well, we know she's in the bag for Trump. The thing is, though, if the others are going to, I mean, if they're going to be treated the way that Trump should be treated, what's to stop them from flipping? Giovanna says they got Nauta. Oh, so he did flip. Okay. I forget. I keep forgetting. Okay, so yeah, that was my first thought too, Lewis. They couldn't promise her a Supreme Court job. Yeah, and that's why for her, she's got the sitting pretty card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the justice. Yeah. Please. All right, 4 of Swords. Yeah, no favoritism there. Just nope, tough. 4 of Cups, not listening. Knight of Swords, aggressive law enforcement. 8 of Wands, everything that was done. For the King of Pentacles, for the boss. Giovanna says, no, he didn't. Okay, Rebecca Middleton says, I thought he had. Lady Eva says, what? Nauta flipped? I don't know. Cheryl M says, but Nauta is still working for Trump. Well, then I guess he did flip. Giovanna says, sorry, I was saying they got nothing and changed the word as a joke. Well, this is not going to go well for them. And if these idiots, thank you, Finzenberger, thank you. If these idiots, if they can't get it through their thick skulls that they are all going to prison while Trump walks free, when everything was done for his benefit, then they're morons, all of them. all of them. Marie Sutton says not a chance that he flipped. Man. So I guess the next question would be, is we'll just double check. 3530, will Nauta flip? 3530, will Nauta flip against Trump? Wasn't he in the Navy? Isn't he the Navy guy? Thank you, stars. Thank you, Norma. Yes, Karen Thomas, ultramaroons. Mm-hmm. John Francis, Nauta is like Weaselberg, loyal to Trump. 9 of Cups. We have the evidence. You idiot. Well, but Nauta does have a lawyer. Trump might be paying for the lawyer, though, which is just really stupid. But Nauta has family. So were you really going to go to prison for somebody for doing something that somebody else benefited from and you didn't? 4 of Wands, not listening. So far, he hasn't been listening. But yeah, things are closing in on him. I have a Temperance card here. This feels like family talking to him. Somebody. Thank you, Teresa. This feels like somebody talking to him. Somebody he cares about, being like, are you crazy? What are you doing? The Knight of Pentacles, it's up to him. It feels closer to flipping than I expected. This Arnold says, I don't get it. What don't you get, my friend? Normally I'd just say no, he wouldn't flip, but this is him. You know, it's kind of like the picture of like going out to have a cigarette to think something over. I'm not saying he smokes. Just, you know, things, how people used to do things. Sage, the Scales Tarot. Do follow Sage, the Scales Tarot. Valerie says they need independent counsel. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, yeah, Nauta. Jeez. Dude. Grow a brain. Seriously, grow a brain. But hey, you wanna ruin your life even more for this guy to walk around? Boy, there's such rude things I could say right now because I really don't like Trump, but I'm trying to hold it back, which is something I could also make a joke about, but I'm walking away from that. I'm just, all right. Well, what else have we got here? What else have we got? Heather had a question. Lucky 13 at 3920. 3920. The prosecution in the hush money trial, the Sandoval notice lists 13 incidents of misconduct or criminal acts that Trump will be confronted with if he testifies. In New York, it's a Sandoval hearing, and Sandoval, it was something that happened, and so now in New York, you have to tell a defendant that ahead of time that, look, if you testify, then this is what we're going to talk about. And we're going to go, in this case, we're going to go through these 13 incidents of misconduct and or criminal acts if you testify. So he's saying he wants to testify, but we know that Donald J. for Genius Trump is a coward. I heard somebody, it was a throwback, somebody had a clip of him or was talking about him back in 2016, where somebody just upset, a protester got into one of his rallies, and he was like, I'd like to knock his block off. It's like, you won't even fire people. Yeah. Anyway, so will Trump testify? Visualize 70 says that would normally put off a defendant from testifying, I would have thought. Apparently it does quite often. And when he quote unquote testified in the case in front of Ngoron, he was up there for 40 seconds or something ridiculous. But yeah, that's a point, Lainey Greenwood. He'll lie again. Can you say perjury? All right. Again, this is kind of the old-fashioned, the way things have done. The way things have been done in the past. But we're starting with, okay, so is Trump going to testify? Well, we're starting with the thief card. Then we go on to the party, or just joy. We've got a death card in the middle, and we have the burden, the 10 of Wands card, and then we've got the Queen of Wands, which is everyone who supports Trump. His ego is taking a beating. His narcissistic, let's just say he's got his narcissistic wound is increasing every day. Because they're going to be up there talking about what he did. And you don't have to believe Cohen directly because there's corroborating information. And frankly, when Michael Cohen, he has often said, let me explain to you what my perjury was. It was to protect Donald Trump. And it was that I said that there had been 3 meetings when there had been 10. That's it. That's the perjury. That's pretty convincing that if you've got evidence that backs up what he's saying, Michael Cohen becomes pretty convincing. Oh, thank you for letting me know. I'm so glad that the Ukraine aid has passed. Hallelujah. At least passed the House. So I would imagine it will pass. $61 billion in Ukraine aid. Hallelujah. So, it's going to be so hard for him to just sit there and not, quote unquote, punch back. Someone hits you, you punch back twice as hard. But there's a burden. And there are people who could say the kinds of things he wants to say. They could have their own witnesses or whatever. But this is going to be brutal on his ego. And I don't care, do you? All right, so let us divert over to Ukraine. Because I know there's one question here. Both Kitty Holler and Harper Lee were asking at 4440. I think we might need to. Okay. The question that was here was, since MTG seems to be so desperate to stop funding for Ukraine, is it possible we will find out she's getting money from Putin to do this? I wouldn't be surprised, but I think the first thing we need to ask is, will 61 billion Ukraine aid. Well, will 61 billion go to you? I cannot spell. Go to Ukraine. As in, the Senate passes it, the president signs it, etc., etc. Whew. 61 billion to Ukraine. Gosh, I hope it, and I hope it happens quickly, and I hope it helps a lot. Come on, money for Ukraine. But that's great that it passed the House. Flower One Star says, my question is, why did Johnson change his mind? What's the catch? I'm going to guess that there were Republicans in moderate districts that he was afraid they would lose their seats. But the Freedom Caucus, quote unquote, your MTGs, your Matt Gaetzes, all that, those horrible people. Although I think MTG got kicked out of the Freedom Caucus technically, but she's of that ilk. They are just the squeakiest wheels. But yeah, right now Ukraine is suffering. And we are in a position that we could help them. It was quiet, too quiet. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Oh, from our plenty, giving charity, and they will be able to do amazing things with it. If the cards are great. Oh, Deborah, thank you. Deborah has become a new member. Thank you. Welcome to the Pumpkin Patch. The cards are really good for Ukraine. So then we'll look at 47, 45. Well, 40, 48. Okay. Time goes so quickly. Time goes quickly when you're having fun, when you're hanging out with your friends. All right, MTG, we find out that you've had some sketchy sources of funding. Also, keep in mind, she is a sadist and she is a contrarian. So this could it's possible she's not getting a dime. She's just that awful. For funsies. She did it for the evils, E-V-I-L-Z. And if you don't know what that is, there's a website. Tropes. You go through tropes. Yeah, and a bad villain. It's like, oh yeah, the villain's motivation. He did it for the evils, E-V-I-L-Z. Yeah, but that's her. Yep, Queen of Wands. Queen of the far right. Kind of enjoying her being upset these days. You know, that decency still exists, that people can still vote. Anyway, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 9 of Wands. I don't even have any Pentacle cards here. She's burdened. She doesn't listen to decency. She will eventually, people get tired of her garbage. But things can still pass. And yeah, I'm not getting Putin cards here. I think she's just that awful. So, at 50 minutes in, I want to have a quick look at, will this make Squeker Johnson, Mike, he hates everything, will Squeker Mike, I cannot spell today. What is wrong with me? Will Squeker Mike be voted out now? That girl, yes, she enjoys being that awful. So sad. Yep. So Chris Hendricks is saying it was revealed if Republicans didn't go along with the aid packages, 2 more Republicans would retire, giving Dems a majority, and Dems promised to save Johnson's job. Really? Oh, thank you, Doxy Lover. All right. Speaker Mikey, he hates everything. Are you going to get booted? I'm so sorry. Well, he's got the spotlight on him. So sorry. Hang on. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. You got that job out of the blue. You can lose it just as easily. Magician. So now it's his job to duck and dodge and try to pull rabbits out of hats, and he is Mr. Pentacles, Mr. King of Pentacles. You don't get much more conservative. And let's never forget that this man, that Mike Johnson, tried to stop Joe Biden getting into office. The insurrection among the Congress people, he was right in the middle of it. Please do not forget that. Rancor, which he's trying to deal with. But then I've got a big old world card, an ending, the way things have been done. And your book ended by the Wheel of Fortune and the world card. Yeah, your magician skills, you better work. Ooh, man. This whole situation for him is so precarious. Yeah, be a haven. He's not MAGA Mike for nothing. Mm-hmm. Yes, Old Silver, not changing the fact that he's still a traitor. Thank you. Yes, very much so. Well, they're still going to keep coming for him. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they're going to be bigly mad. Kristen from Uncovering the News is saying, good news, everyone. All 3 amendments to the Ukraine aid bill, including one from MTG, to zero out the funding in the bill, resoundingly failed. Yay. Failure. That's her. Thinking she's all that, but she's not. And it's a failure. If you want, I won't, but I can always go back and start singing the song, quoting my favorite Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode. There, he's a failure. Failure, he's a failure. Are you with the bride or the failure? Anyway, all right. Let me go back up here. I've got a couple more of these, and this one I think is a bigger deal than people are giving it credit for. So let me just backtrack for a minute at 55 minutes in. Attorneys are saying that the testimony that will hurt Trump the most in his marriage isn't about Stormy Daniels. It's about Karen McDougal. Unlike Stormy's brief encounter with Trump, Karen had multiple encounters per month for almost a year and is preparing to testify to that, including over 10 months of I love you correspondence. Will this cause more damage to his wallet, his reputation, etc.? Because a lot of MAGAs might say, hey, he had a fling. Our morals are entirely transactional. We can forgive anything as long as it allows us to be cruel and pretend we're superior. But the 10-month affair, including all of the correspondence with I love you, kissy, kissy face. Yeah. One of the questions that Trump's side actually put in the questionnaire for the jurors was about how do you feel or could you handle if the defendant was proven to have had an affair. Now, Dumpy's never admitted to that, but his lawyers basically just did. I don't like Melania, but I don't like cheaty bastards either. Eight of Swords. Yeah, not good. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, I'm working. Oh, yeah, I've got to stay back at the office. Three of Wands. Yeah, she was waiting for a ship to come in. Six of Cups. I guess she thought she'd be wife number 4. King of Swords. Knight of Wands. He's going to be bigly mad. Now, on the one hand, from Trump's point of view, Louis DeVallis is asking, is she a sighted person? I believe her eyes work. I know, crazy. Is she a sighted person? That was awesome. Whew. Now, from Trump's perspective, the good news for him in his horrible view of the world is, well, she's very, very pretty. And she is. She is a very beautiful woman. If you don't take character into account. And her interview back in the day where she was admitting to the affair and wanted to apologize to Melania. Get bent. But yeah, this is, I just assume that Trump is so awful that he wouldn't care, that he has so few feelings, but something about this actually really gets to him. I would have thought that he's so vile that, yeah, I got lots of chicks would be an important thing to him, but it actually, this gets to him hard. And I wonder if it's related to the post-note. Heather says, I didn't know she did an interview. Got to Google that next. Oh, it's a doozy. Oh, it's a doozy. So, Dumpy, why would this upset you so much? You are a raging narcissist who cares about no one but yourself, and Why would you care? Because it'll cost him money. Ding. Card for the reading. Caught red-handed. 9 of Cups. There's the evidence. Situation in the evidence. It's going to cost him money. All of it's there. All of the communication's there. Ooh. So, I guess Melania better hurry, or there's not going to be any money left. And he's done. Man. All right. Bratu, I just got back. Who was thinking she would be wife number 4? Oh, McDougal. Karen McDougal. Anyway. Can you believe it's been an hour? Boom. So I'm going to have to roll questions over to tomorrow that I didn't get to today. But thank you so much for going to the news with me. And I hope that I made you smile, maybe put some things in perspective, whatever I could do to help. And yeah, it just flew by, Bernadette. I agree. So it's 1:15 p.m. here in Chicago. And at 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. We're always focusing on our projects to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. And we just want to encourage you. So drop on by Creative Sprints, the Creative Sprints channel here on YouTube. Links in the description box, I believe, to the channel. Anyway. All right. That's going to do it for me. Boy, it went quickly. But I will be right back here tomorrow. I'm literally here every single day of the year, and I have been now officially for 4 years. Seriously, 4 years. I have not missed a day, not a single one. And I'm just going to keep showing up, going through the news with you, because we are in this together, and you are not alone, and there are good days ahead. All right? So hang in there. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Thank you.